What's up, everybody? Today we are back in my hometown of Ridgefield, Washington. We got a lot to talk about. So for those of you guys that have just started looking at Ridgefield as a potential new home, don't worry, we're going to give you the full tour, and we're also going to talk about a lot of the big changes that are coming to Ridgefield, including one that we just heard a couple weeks ago that has a lot of people here super pumped. So make sure you stick around for that. All right, let's get after it. All right, we're out here on the waterfront here in downtown Ridgefield. In this area where we're at, this is a 40-acre site that the city of Ridgefield plans on turning into a really nice park. For now, we're gonna get out, we're gonna show you around the city. Real quick though, before we do, as always, if you guys get anything from today's video, do me a huge favor and hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and tap the notification bell if you wanna know the next time I put out a new video. And if you guys want to talk more about your search for a home here in Ridgefield, feel free to reach out anytime. The information's all down below. And now that we got that out of the way, let's go take a look around the city. All right, guys. So Ridgefield is about 15 minutes north of downtown Vancouver. So it's a really quick drive into town, into Vancouver in the Portland metro area. Now we're giving you kind of the abbreviated tour here. So this is Pioneer Street. This is what you're going to see when you get off the freeway here in Ridgefield. Now you can see over there on the right hand side, we got some construction going on. That's where the new Costco is going to be. And a whole bunch of other stuff that's going in. There's going to be a Panda Express, McDonald's. Right over here, that's going to be the YMCA and a bunch of other businesses going on in there. So you can see there's a ton of growth going on up here in Ridgefield. We've got I believe this Discovery Ridge Center. There's still more growth going on over there. And then beyond here, we're going to get into the more residential area. We've got Pioneer Canyon right up here on the right. This neighborhood it's a little bit on the older side. I think it's probably about 15 years old. But this is a lot of what you're going to get in Ridgefield. And this is the main road going into the downtown area. And it's pretty much lined with, the businesses up here by the junction. And then as we push west into downtown Ridgefield, you've got the apartment complexes, and then all of the subdivisions as we keep going closer into downtown Ridgefield. All right, so we're going to skip ahead here a little bit, and we're still on Pioneer Street, but now we're starting to actually get into downtown Ridgefield. Now, as we go along here, you guys can kind of see it's a mix of, kind of older residential neighborhoods, mixed with everything, you would expect to find in a small downtown area. We've got the Nazarene Church over here on the left. That's where my oldest goes to church. We've got the Ridgefield Administrative Civic Center over here on the right. So that's basically the main school district office. And then we get further going into town, and you've just got small town America, small local businesses coming up on the left here. We've got Bob's Automotive. Congratulations to them. They've just celebrated their 30-year anniversary of being in business. And then we've got, the little local grocery stores, little convenience stores. We have the Food Cart Pod over here on the left-hand side, which that's a real popular thing. It first started out, I think it was originally kind of intended to be a temporary thing, but it looks like that's going to become a permanent fixture. And up ahead on the left, we've got Overlook Park. Great spot to just, chill out. There's a splash pad over on the back side, and then you got the marina off, down there over across the way. You get the Liberty Theater up here on the left. I used to do karate there as a kid. And, this is really just small town America. All right, guys, let's get to the reason why we're here and let's go check out some neighborhoods. First up, we got Kemper Grove. Now, this is a D.R. Horton development right off of Pioneer Street. This neighborhood, you're going to find a mix of entry-level price tag homes, townhome style homes, pretty entry-level. Next up, we got Greeley Farms over on the east side of I-5. This is a really large Holt Homes development. They still have, I think, about 2 or 3 more phases of this development left to build. Good middle-of-the-road homes. Price tags, you're going to be looking anywhere from 5 to 700s. Now we got Sanderling Park, my personal favorite development here in Ridgefield. Beautiful homes, plus this community is going to have a clubhouse, pool, all sorts of cool stuff like that. Now we got the Reserve at Seven Wells. This is a brand new gated community from Pacific Lifestyle Homes. You can see everything's still under construction. Really nice neighborhood, minutes away from the freeway. Then we got Clover Hill right across the street from there. This development, the footage here is a little bit outdated, so all the construction that you see here in this footage, it's all done. But you got beautiful homes in here. This is a really good sized development. Like I said, everything in this development's done. But you can see it's pretty expansive here. This is the south side that you're seeing there. You got the Ridgefield High School off in the background, and this farm field over here, that's also in the process of getting developed as well. There's the plant that's in the planning stages right now. Now we got Seven Wells, which again, right across the street from Clover Hill. I would equate this neighborhood pretty much about the same as Clover Hill. You got some really nice homes in here. The development's all finished in here, and price tag wise, you're probably going to be looking anywhere from like the $700,000 to $900,000 range, depending on the house, the lot. As you can see here, you've got some that back up to the green spaces, good size homes, good size lots, minutes away from the freeway, minutes away from, shopping at Ross Hours and, soon to be Costco and everything else that we're going to have up there with all the commercial development. And moving on from there, we're going down to North Haven, which is actually out of the city limits of Ridgefield, and it's down on 179th Street by the Clark County Fairgrounds. This is a big multi-builder development. A lot of nice homes in there. You've got D.R. Horton, Pacific Lifestyle, Richmond American, and a bunch of other builders. And here we got the Trails at Whipple Creek. This is a Cascade West luxury home community, gated community. Beautiful, beautiful homes when you go through here. They do have a pretty hefty price tag. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that sign. Starting at $1.3 million and going all the way up to around $2 million for these homes. I used to train horses here. This used to be Whipple Creek Stables, so it's kind of bittersweet seeing it being a luxury home community now. And just down the road on 179th Street, we've got Ramble Creek, right down the road from my house. This is another Holt Homes development, and it sits on the border of Vancouver and Ridgefield. So depending on where you're at in this neighborhood, you may have a Vancouver address, you might have a Ridgefield address. It's also going to depend on where your kids are going to wind up going to school, either in the Battleground School District or the Ridgefield School District. And we've got single-family detached homes in there as well as townhomes. And last up for you, we've got Ridgefield Heights. This is back up by the Clover Hill neighborhood. This is a Lennar Homes development. It's still under construction. This footage is a little bit dated, but not too outdated. I've been through here. I've actually done my last Ridgefield video that I did. I toured one of the model homes in here. So if you guys want to go back and check that out, go for it. There's really nice homes in here. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the city and all the new home communities here in Ridgefield. Now, I moved over here to Sanderling Park, one of the many new subdivisions here in Ridgefield and my personal favorite. And, I wanted to talk to you about one of the biggest complaints that I get about Ridgefield. And it's that everything's too expensive and that it's nothing but subdivisions. And, to be honest with you, I never really put too much thought into it because, yeah, we do have a lot of new subdivisions here and we do have a lot of higher priced homes. Nice homes, nice neighborhoods. It's kind of been one of the big appeals to move into Ridgefield, nice, safe communities, nice homes. And, so then I got to thinking about it and I got to looking into it. And the truth is, Ridgefield really does have homes priced in every price range. We have homes, townhomes that, start in the 300s. We've got a lot of homes in the 500 to $1 million range. And, if you look back behind me over here up on the hill, we've got a lot of homes in the $1 million plus range. In fact, right now, Ridgefield has 3 of the top 10 most expensive homes here in Clark County. Now, if you're coming here looking for homes on acreage that are reasonably priced, I'm going to stop you right there, because cheap, acreage, and Ridgefield are 3 words that do not go together. So the point to this whole thing is that, if you're coming to Ridgefield and you're looking for an acreage or a farm property, you are going to have to pay a premium price. But if you're coming here, maybe you're looking to get out of a bad neighborhood and you want to live in a place, that's a nice community with nice, safe houses, new homes, there's more than plenty of options for everyone here in Ridgefield. So, speaking of all the new home development here in Ridgefield, that kind of brings me to the next thing that I wanted to bring up and the big announcement that I mentioned earlier. So if you guys have been waiting around for that, we're almost there. Now, you guys may know Ridgefield is one of the fastest growing cities here in the state of Washington, if not the fastest. And it's not just because we got a whole ton of subdivisions going in, even though we do have that. But we also have a ton of commercial and industrial development going on up at the Ridgefield Junction. We've got projects like the Waterfront Park project that I mentioned earlier. And we just have a lot of new, like I said, commercial and industrial development going on. So we have the new Clark College campus up at the Junction. We've got the continued build out of the Pioneer Ridge and Discovery Ridge commercial centers. We've got a new 8-building light industrial development going on right next to the Ross Hours grocery store. We have a new YMCA, new banks, gas stations, all sorts of things like that I'm kind of glossing over. But the big one, the one that everyone's super excited for here, so that's going to be the Union Ridge Town Center right along I-5 up at the Ridgefield Junction. That's going to be home to the new Costco location and the one that we just got word on a couple of weeks ago, Washington State's first In-N-Out Burger location. Now, I know a lot of people are super pumped about that. I remember when the one in down in Kaiser, Oregon first came in. I remember how busy it was down there for that. So I'm expecting the same thing up here. Me personally, I think In-N-Out Burger's super overrated. I'll take Five Guys any day of the week over them, but that's just me. All right, guys, if you have any questions about making Ridgefield or anywhere else in Southwest Washington your new home, reach out anytime. You guys know how to get a hold of me. As always, do me a huge favor. If you guys got anything from today's video, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing to the channel and tap that notification bell if you want to know the next time I put out a new video. So I think that's going to wrap it up. So until next time, catch you later.